Hello everyone, welcome back to the big Friday night quiz this week. You've got myself, Chris, as always, and Bailey that's just panned out behind me, and of course Milo just to his side as well. So thanks for coming back. Welcome to week 8 of the big quiz. I hope you did alright last week. Some good scores that came through last week, albeit there was some difficult questions as well. So hopefully you give the this week's bonus quiz a little try. Took you back to the 80s classic music. A nice quick round for you if you've not already had a go. Then after this one, jump on to the playlist and have a look and check it out. And challenge your friends and family as well. So this week, back to normal, 6 categories, a couple of different ones thrown in there as well. Let's see how you do this week. It's going to be a simple out of 60 score. There's no extra little points added in. So 6 rounds, 10 per category. And let's see how well you do. So let's crack on with round number 1 then, which is going to be your true or false round, animals. So let's see how you do. Okay then, so your round number 1 then, the true and false round, which is animal specific. And here we go, question number 1. If you touch a baby bird, its mother will reject it. So question 1. If you touch a baby bird, its mother will reject it. True or false? And number 2. Goats have rectangular pupils. So number 2. Goats have rectangular pupils. Milo looks like a bit of a little goat in the background. And number 3, the smallest bird in the world, which is the bee hummingbird, weighs less than a penny. So number 3, the smallest bird in the world, which is the bee hummingbird, weighs less than a penny. And number 4, bulls are enraged by the colour red. So number 4, bulls are enraged by the colour red. And number 5, chimpanzees are nocturnal. Confused myself when I read that. So number 5, chimpanzees are nocturnal. And number 6, houseflies only live for 24 hours. So number 6, houseflies only live for 24 hours. And number 7, touching a toad can give you warts. So number 7, touching a toad can give you warts. And number 8, daddy long legs are venomous. So number 8, daddy long legs are venomous. And number 9, when birds fly low, you can expect rain. So number 9, when birds fly low, you can expect rain. And number 10, your final one of round 1. A honeybee can sting more than once. So number 10, a honeybee can sting more than once. And there you go, that's your round 1 completed, your true and false animals round. So how was that for you? Okay, so let's move on to round number 2 then. Okay, so straight into round number 2 then, the general knowledge round this week. Here we go, question number 1. The tallest building in the world is located in which city? So question 1, the tallest building in the world is located in which city? Question number 2, general knowledge. Name the longest river in the UK. So question number 2, name the longest river in the UK. And number 3, complete this famous line from an iconic Queen song. I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche. I've said it right. Will you do the... And then what's the line? So number 3, complete the famous line from the Queen song. I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche. Will you do the... And then what's the line? So just that word missing. And number 4, which country flag features a red maple leaf? So number 4, name the country whose flag contains the red maple leaf. And number 5, in the 2000s, which year did Twitter launch? So in the 2000s, which year did Twitter launch? That's question 5. And number 6, how many children does Queen Elizabeth II have? So looking for the number. So number 6, how many children does Queen Elizabeth II have? And number 7, Dracula lives in the historical Transylvania, but in what country would you find his castle? So number 7, Dracula lives in historical Transylvania, but in what country would you find the castle? And number 8, which pungent plant has its own festival which is held on the Isle of Wight every year? So number 8, what's the pungent plant that has its own festival every year on the Isle of Wight? And number 9, what year was Live Aid? So number 9, what year was Live Aid? And number 10, final one around number 2, how many wisdom teeth can a human have? Because we've not all got them as such. But number 10, how many wisdom teeth can a human have? And that's your number 10 of round number 2. How was that one? General knowledge, mixture of questions there. So yeah, let's move on to round number 3, and then we can see how you're doing for the first half once we've done those answers. So on with round number 3. Okay, so round number 3, one of the popular rounds. It's been in a few weeks now. and it's the what came first round. So what came first for round number 3? Here we go. Number 1, the computer or TV. So number 1, the computer or TV, which came first? And number 2, the atom or the electron. So what came first, or at least which was discovered first? The atom or electron? And number 3, Only Fools and Horses or Blackadder? So number 3, Only Fools and Horses or Blackadder? And number 4, the Iron Age or Bronze Age? So number 4, Iron Age or Bronze Age? And question 5, Pop-Tart or the pot noodle? So number 5, Pop-Tart or pot noodle? Love them both, but I could just eat a Pop-Tart now, actually. Weird, I know. And number 6, Oasis or Stereophonics? So again, which came first? Number 6, Oasis or Stereophonics? And number 7, the toothpick or toothbrush? So number 7, toothpick or toothbrush? And number 8, the pencil or the rubber? So number 8, the pencil or the rubber? And number 9, McDonald's or KFC? So number 9, McDonald's or KFC? And I could eat either of those now as well, you can tell I'm hungry. And number 10, Beano or Dandy? So number 10, final one around 3, Beano or Dandy? Which came first? So there you go, that's your third round completed and the first half done already. That's gone quick. So, if you need to nip off, grab a drink, nip to the loo, whatever you need to do, then just give us a pause. And then continue playing when you're ready for the answers. So, that being said, let's move on to the answers for rounds 1, 2 and 3. Here we go, see how you did. Okay then, so let's say you did then answers for round number 1 first, of course. And that was your true or false animals this week. And number 1, if you touch a baby bird, its mother will reject it. And that's false, so false for number 1. And number 2, goats have rectangular pupils, and that's true, they do. Apparently it gives them a 280 degrees view. It's like a safety mechanism, but Google it, it's weird, really weird pictures that come up of them eyes. And number 3, the smallest bird in the world, which is the bee hummingbird, weighs less than a penny, and that's true. Apparently they can weigh between 1.6 and 2 grams, just double checking. and a penny actually weighs in at 2.5 grams. So there you go. So number 3 is true. And number 4, bulls are enraged by the colour red, and that's false. They tend to see blues and yellows rather than the red itself. They actually react to movement, so it's the movement of the object in front of them. And number 5, chimpanzees are nocturnal, and that's false. They're mostly active during the day like most humans, so false for number 5. And number 6, houseflies only live for 24 hours, and that's false. They do only have a short lifespan, but it's usually around a month rather than 24 hours. And number 7, touching a toad can give you warts. That's also false, because warts is a human virus. So false for number 7. And number 8, daddy longlegs are venomous, and that is true. They do contain venom. However, they can't bite, so there's no way of getting that into the system to cause you any issues. So true for number 8. And number 9, when birds fly low, they can expect rain, and that's also true. Similar to cows, I believe, as well. So true for number 9. And number 10, a honeybee can sting more than once, and that's false. It's one sting and then it tends to die. It usually leaves the sting within. So there you go for round number 1. Hopefully you did well on that one. So round number 2 then was the general knowledge round. And number 1, the tallest building in the world is located in which city? And that's Dubai, the Burj Khalifa. So Dubai, number 1. Number 2, name the longest river in the UK, and that's the River Severn. And number 3, complete the famous line from the Queen song, I see a little silhouette of a man, Scaramouche, Scaramouche, will you do the fandango? So fandango is the answer for number 3. And number 4, which country flag features a red maple leaf? And that's Canada, so Canada number 4. And number 5, in the 2000s, which year did Twitter launch? And it's 2006. 2006, number 5. And number 6, how many children does Queen Elizabeth II have? And it's 4. There's Charles, Andrew, Anne, and Edward. So 4 for number 6. And number 7, Dracula lives in the historical Transylvania. But in what country would you find his castle? And it's Romania. So Romania for number 7. And number 8, which pungent plant or bulb is has its own festival in the Isle of Wight every year? And that's garlic. So garlic, number 8. And number 9, what year was Live Aid? And it's 1985. So 1985, number 9. How many wisdom teeth can a human have? And the answer is 4. So 4 for number 10. And that's your round number 2. Okay, final round then of the first half, round number 3, and that was your what came first round. And number 1, was it computers or TV? And the answer is computers. And number 2, what came first or was discovered first, the atom or electron? And the answer is atom. And number 3, Only Fools and Horses or Blackadder? And of course, Only Fools and Horses is the answer. It's been around for ages, hasn't it? Seems like it. And number 4, Iron Age or Bronze Age? And the answer is Bronze Age. And number 5, the Pop-Tart or Pop Noodle? And the answer is Pop-Tarts. And number 6, Oasis or Stereophonics? And the answer is Oasis. In 91, Stereophonics 92. And number 7, toothpick or toothbrush? And the answer is toothpick. And number 8, pencil or the rubber? And the answer is pencil. Number 9, McDonald's or KFC? And of course it is McDonald's. It's been around forever again. And number 10, your final one, Beano or Dandy? And the answer is Dandy in 1937. And Beano followed a year later in 38. So there you go, that's your first 3 rounds. How well did you do? Let me know your scores so far on that first half. And then we shall, let's move over to round number 4. Okay, so round number 4 then, it's Guess the Movie this week. Slightly different category. We've had movies before, but it's Guess the Movie. I'm going to give you a short description. Some may be hard, some may be easy. Let's see how you do anyway. So here we go with number 1. One person is killed with a chainsaw. So remember, we're after the movie title. So number 1, one person is killed with a chainsaw. What's the movie? And number 2, the face of William Shatner is the face of pure evil. So number 2, the clue is, the face of William Shatner is the face of pure evil. And number 3, a naked Austrian pursues mother and child and is a hero. So number 3, naked Austrian pursues mother and child and is a hero. Number 4, a man waits for a bus and talks a lot. So number 4, a man waits for a bus and talks a lot. Very tricky, I don't know. We shall see in a bit how you did. Number 5, a mentally challenged magician befriends a mouse in prison before he dies. So number 5, a mentally challenged magician befriends a mouse in prison before he dies. And number 6, a small town cop overcomes a fear of water to catch a big fish. So number 6, a small town cop overcomes his fear of water to catch a big fish. And number 7, a war hero reluctantly joins family as a gangster. So a war hero reluctantly joins his family business as a gangster. And number 8, an American cop has the worst Christmas ever with his estranged wife. So number 8, an American cop has the worst Christmas ever with his estranged wife. And number 9, a genius swaps vital information for a story about a sheep. Think about it. So number 9, a genius swaps vital information for a story about a sheep. And number 10, the world's best theme park becomes the world's worst theme park with these animals. So number 10, the world's best theme park becomes the world's worst theme park with these animals. And that's your round 4, slightly different this week. Was it tricky? Maybe, maybe not. So you did. But anyway, if you struggle with that one, chance to make up some points with the next one. So here we go with round number 5. Okay, so round number 5 then is alcoholic drinks, which I hope we're all having one at the moment, but alcoholic drinks, round number 5. Number 1, Hennessy and Martell are two of the best known brands of which drink? So number 1, Hennessy and Martell are two of the best known brands of which drink? And number 2, which drink, a favourite of the Bohemians of Paris, has been known as the Green Fairy? So number 2, which drink, a favourite of the Bohemians of Paris, has been known as the Green Fairy? So which one is it? And number 3, which two drinks are mixed together to make a black velvet? So number 3, which two drinks are mixed together to make a black velvet? And number 4, which breed of dog is also the name of a cocktail? So number 4, which breed of dog is the name of a cocktail? If you need a clue, it's vodka and grapefruit juice. But what's the name of the cocktail? And number 5, which drink is marked as being good for you? Which is a slogan. And it was born in the 1920s. So which drink is marked as being good for you and was formed in the 1920s? And number 6, how good are you with your cocktails? What drink is made with tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, and served in a salt-rimmed glass with ice? So what's the name of that cocktail? Contains tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, served with a salt rim in a glass of ice, ideally. And number 7, which spirit is the base of a Tom Collins cocktail? Is it vodka or gin? So number 7, which spirit is the base of a Tom Collins cocktail? Is it vodka or gin? And number 8, what name is given to the strong aniseed flavoured drink from Greece? So number 8, what's the name given to the strong aniseed flavoured drink from Greece? I quite like this one. Number 9, what flavouring is used in the Italian liqueur amaretto? So number 9, what flavouring is used in the Italian liqueur amaretto? If you've ever drunk it before, you should get that straight away, really. And number 10, your final one around 5. Which sweet sparkling perry has a young deer on the label? So number 10, which sweet sparkling perry has a young deer on its label? And that's your round 5, testing your alcoholic drink knowledge. Okay, so you're doing well and still with me. Let's move on to the final round then, round number 6. Okay then, so round number 6 is different this week. We've got another true or false rounding, so another chance to make up some good points here. But it's true or false, and it's testing your general knowledge, this one. So first, something fun. A polar bear's skin is white. So remember, true or false, of course. Number 1, a polar bear's skin is actually white. Number 2, humans can't breathe and swallow at the same time. So number 2, humans can't breathe or swallow at the same time. And number 3, the mosquito causes more human deaths than any other creature. So number 3, the mosquito causes more human deaths than any creature. And number 4, humans can distinguish between 1 trillion smells. It's a big number. So number 4, humans can distinguish between 1 trillion smells. And number 5, fingernails and hair can keep growing after you die. So number 5, fingernails and hair can keep growing after you die. And number 6, Russia is the largest area of any country in the world. So number 6, Russia is the largest area of any other country in the world. And number 7, if you cut an earthworm in half, both halves can regrow the bodies. So number 7, if you cut an earthworm in half, both halves can regrow the bodies. And number 8, adults have less bones than a baby. So number 8, adults have less bones than a baby. And number 9, lightning can strike in the same place twice. So number 9, lightning can strike in the same place twice. And number 10, your final one. The longest wedding veil worn is longer than 63 football fields. So number 10, the longest wedding veil worn is longer than 63 football fields. Pretty long. Okay, and that's it. That's your final round. Round number 6 completed. So all we need to do now is go through those last 3 round answers. And then you can tally up your scores. So get ready, swap your papers over, and here we go with the answers for the last 3 rounds. Okay then, so your answers for round number 4 then. It was guess the movie. Slightly different this week and probably a bit tricky, but let's see how you did. Number 1, one person is killed with a chainsaw, and that was the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So that's your number 1, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Number 2, the face of William Shatner is the face of pure evil, and the film he was looking for is Halloween. Number 3, a naked Austrian pursues mother and child and is a hero, and the answer is Terminator 2. That's the official answer. However, if you've got Terminator, give yourself a point. That's Terminator 2 for number 3. Number 4, a man waits for a bus and talks a lot. And the answer is Forrest Gump. So Forrest Gump, number 4. And number 5, a mentally challenged magician befriends a mouse in prison before he dies. And that's the Green Mile. So the Green Mile, number 5. And number 6, a small town cop overcomes his fear of water and to catch a big fish, and that's Jaws. So Jaws, number 6. And number 7, a war hero reluctantly joins family business as a gangster, and that's The Godfather. And number 8, an American cop has a worst Christmas ever with his estranged wife, and that's Die Hard. So Die Hard, number 8. And number 9, a genius swaps vital information for a story about a sheep, and that's The Silence of the Lambs. Silence of the Lambs, number 9. Number 10, the world's best theme park becomes the world's worst theme park with these animals, and that's Jurassic World. So Jurassic World, number 10, if you got Jurassic Park, by all means give yourself a point, but the answer is Jurassic World, number 10, round number 4. Okay, so round number 5 was your alcoholic drinks round. So number 1, Hennessy and Martell are 2 of the best known brands of which drink, and that's brandy. So brandy, number 1. Number 2, we're looking for the answer absinthe. So absinthe for number 2. And number 3, which 2 drinks are mixed together to make a black velvet, and it's Guinness and champagne. However, if you've got stout beer, because it can be made with any stout beer and any sparkling wine, then again give yourself a point. The official answer is Guinness and champagne, but if you've got stout beer or sparkling wine, you can have that as well. Number 4, which breed of dog is also the name of a cocktail, and that's a greyhound, which is made up of vodka and grapefruit juice. And number 5, which drink is marked as being good for you? A slogan born in the 1920s, and that's Guinness. So Guinness, number 5. And number 6, what drink is made with tequila, Cointreau, lime juice, served with a salt rim in a glass with ice, and it's a margarita. Margarita, number 6. Number 7, which spirit is the base of a Tom Collins cocktail? Is it vodka or gin? And the answer is gin. Gin, number 7. Number 8, what name's given to the strong aniseed flavoured drink from Greece? And that's ouzo. So ouzo, number 8. And number 9, what flavouring is used in the Italian liqueur amaretto? And of course it's almonds. Almonds, number 9. And number 10, which sweet sparkling Perrier has a young deer on the label? And that of course is Baby Sham. So Baby Sham for number 10. So how are we doing on to round number 6 then? Dropping another true and false round in, general knowledge true or false. Number 1, the polar bear skin is white, and that's false. It's actually black skin. Number 2, humans can't breathe or swallow at the same time, and that's true. Of course it's true. And number 3, the mosquito causes more human deaths than any other creature, and that is true. They carry major transmitted diseases come from mosquitoes. So the answer is true for number 3. And number 4, humans can distinguish between 1 trillion smells, and that is true, believe it or not. Although dogs are better, but true for number 4. And number 5, fingernails and hair can continue growing after you die, and that is true to an extent. So true for number 5. And number 6, Russia is the largest area of any country in the world, and that's true. It is the largest country in the world, so the answer is true for number 6. Number 7, if you cut an earthworm in half, both halves will regrow their bodies, and that's false. Only one half will, the one that contains the heart. So false for number 7. And number 8, adults have less bones than babies, and that is true. Number 9, lightning can strike in the same place twice, and that is true. And number 10, the longest wedding veil worn is longer than 63 football fields, and believe it or not, it is true. Apparently it was a lady in Cyprus that broke the Guinness World Record for wearing the longest veil, of course, and it stood at 23,000 feet long. How ridiculous. But true, look it up, it's in the Guinness World Records. And true for number 10. Okay, so that's your round number 6. How well did you do in that round? Hope you've done good this week. So I'll give you a chance to tally up them scores, see how you've done. Okay, so hopefully you've tallied up them scores now. How well have you done overall this week? It's out of 60, of course, this week. So do leave a comment, let me know your scores. Either leave a comment here on the YouTube page itself, on the YouTube channel under this video, or bob on over to the Facebook page and leave your scores on there as well. I love to read through and see how people have done this week, whether it was tricky or not. And yeah, look out next week then for the bonus quiz that's going to be coming up. I'm not too sure which one it is. I've got a couple more lined up, but keep your eyes peeled for that one. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and if you've not already, jump over to the Facebook page, shepardosaysvirtualquiz, and give us a like and keep up to date with information coming through on there. So thanks again for playing this week. Thanks for joining me. Hope you did well. I look forward to reading your scores, and don't forget, if you get a chance, give it a share with friends and family. See how well they've done in comparison to yourself. So thanks very much for joining me again. Milo and Bailey have disappeared, if you've not already noticed from the background. So thanks for playing again, and I will catch you next week. Stay safe, and see you soon.